2026 Kawasaki KX500, the return of a legend. Welcome to Auto Show, your trusted channel for deep dives into the world of cars and motorcycles. Few names in off-road history stir up as much excitement as the Kawasaki KX500. Long considered the king of the desert and one of the most intimidating motocross machines ever built, this two-stroke beast was both loved and feared by riders for decades. Now, after years of speculation, Kawasaki has finally resurrected the legendary model as the 2026 KX500, blending raw heritage with modern performance. The heritage of the KX500. First introduced in the early 1980s, the original KX500 quickly earned a reputation for its brutal power delivery. With nearly 70 horsepower on tap from a simple carbureted two-stroke engine, it dominated desert racing and proved nearly unstoppable in open-class motocross. Riders like Jeff Ward and Destry Abbott showcased its potential, making the bike a cult classic. However, the KX500 was not for the faint of heart. It had a notoriously violent power band, demanding physical strength and razor-sharp skill. By the early 2000s, changing racing regulations, emission standards, and the rise of four-stroke engines led Kawasaki to discontinue it. But in the years since, demand never disappeared. If anything, the legend only grew stronger. Engine, a modern two-stroke revolution. At the core of the 2026 model is a 499 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled two-stroke engine that retains the essence of the original but brings in advanced technology. Instead of a carburetor, Kawasaki employs a fuel injection system designed specifically for high-displacement two-strokes, ensuring precise fueling, instant throttle response, and far cleaner emissions. The engine also integrates an electronically controlled power valve system, allowing the bike to adjust exhaust port timing dynamically. This delivers a wide, usable torque curve, making the KX500 more manageable at lower RPMs while still delivering that explosive high-end punch. Expect peak output in the 65 to 70 horsepower range, but with smoother, more predictable delivery compared to the unpredictable hit of the old carbureted models. Riders now get the best of both worlds, the raw thrill of a two-stroke with the rideability of modern engineering. Frame and chassis, built for brutal power. Handling such an engine requires a chassis that can keep up. Kawasaki equips the new KX500 with its latest generation aluminum perimeter frame, derived from the proven KX450 motocross platform. This design balances rigidity and flex, offering stability at desert racing speeds while remaining agile on tight motocross tracks. The swing arm has been reinforced, and the geometry is tuned specifically for the torque-heavy nature of the big-bore two-stroke. This means riders can push the bike aggressively without feeling overwhelmed by chassis flex or instability. Suspension, race-bred components. The suspension package is nothing short of race spec. At the front, riders will find Showa 49mm coil spring forks with A-kit technology, fully adjustable for compression and rebound damping. At the rear, a Showa balance-free rear cushion shock provides consistent damping performance under extreme conditions. The level of adjustability makes the KX500 versatile. Whether attacking tight supercross-style tracks, blasting across wide-open dunes, or hammering through rocky trails, the suspension can be tailored to deliver both comfort and control. Electronics, the smart side of a monster. Unlike the original, which relied entirely on rider skill and bravery, the 2026 KX500 introduces a layer of rider aids. Selectable power modes, riders can switch between maps for aggressive racing, balanced performance, or softer delivery in slippery terrain. Traction management, subtle electronic intervention helps manage wheel spin without robbing the bike of its raw character. Launch control, perfect for motocross starts, keeping that massive power under control until the rider hits third gear. This combination allows skilled riders to push harder while making the bike more approachable than its wild predecessors. Braking power, stopping the beast. Bringing a near 70 horsepower two-stroke to a halt is no small task. Kawasaki equips the new KX500 with oversized 270mm front and 240mm rear wave rotors, paired with high-spec dual-piston calipers. The result is powerful, fade-resistant stopping performance even during long, demanding motos. The braking feel is progressive, allowing for precise control, which is essential when managing such a powerful machine in technical terrain. Weight and balance. One of the most surprising aspects of the 2026 KX500 is its weight, or lack thereof. Thanks to modern materials and engineering, Kawasaki has managed to keep the bike under 240 pounds, dry weight. That's only slightly heavier than the KX450 4-stroke, yet it offers significantly more torque and raw acceleration. The centralized mass layout ensures predictable handling. The bike feels slimmer and more nimble than expected, allowing experienced riders to throw it around the track without being overpowered by the engine. Ergonomics and rider comfort. The ergonomics of the KX500 mirror Kawasaki's modern motocross lineup. The seat is flatter, the handlebars are positioned for aggressive riding, and the foot pegs are slightly lower for stability. This triangle creates a natural, attack-ready stance that suits both standing and seated riding positions. Kawasaki has also focused on rider comfort during long desert rides, with improved vibration damping and a redesigned seat foam that balances firmness with shock absorption. Maintenance-friendly bodywork, with quick-release panels and accessible service points, rounds out the package. Design and styling. Visually, the 2026 KX500 carries forward Kawasaki's signature lime green identity, accented by bold black and white graphics. The plastics are slim and aerodynamically shaped, contributing to the bike's lightweight feel. LED lighting is optional for enduro and desert variants, making the bike versatile for both competition and recreational use. It's a design that clearly honors the legacy of the original KX500 while showcasing the sharp, aggressive lines of Kawasaki's current motocross machines. Who is it for? The Kawasaki KX500 is not designed for everyone. This is a machine built for experienced riders, professional racers, and adrenaline junkies who crave big-bore two-stroke power. Desert racers will appreciate its torque and stability, motocross riders will revel in its explosive acceleration, and off-road enthusiasts will enjoy the pure thrill of taming a 500 cubic centimeters two-stroke with modern refinement. It is not a beginner bike, it demands respect, skill, and physical endurance. But for those ready to handle it, the reward is unmatched. Comparisons to the competition. In today's market, very few manufacturers offer two-strokes in this displacement class. The KX500 stands alone as a modern factory-built 500 cubic centimeters two-stroke, whereas many competitors top out at 300 cubic centimeters or rely solely on four-stroke technology. This uniqueness makes the KX500 both a nostalgic revival and a category disruptor. Riders who have long turned to aftermarket builds or vintage restorations now have a brand new option from Kawasaki itself. Availability and pricing. Kawasaki has announced that the KX500 will launch as part of its 2026 motocross lineup, with limited global availability. Production numbers are expected to be lower than mainstream models like the KX250 or KX450, making the KX500 somewhat exclusive. Pricing is estimated to fall between $12,000 and $13,500, reflecting its flagship status and advanced engineering. While expensive compared to standard motocross bikes, for fans of two-strokes and big-bore machines, the value is undeniable. Final thoughts, Auto Show. The 2026 Kawasaki KX500 is more than a motorcycle, it's a resurrection of one of the most iconic names in motocross history. Kawasaki has achieved something remarkable, preserving the untamed spirit of the original while making it more rideable, more durable, and more versatile than ever before. For those who dreamed of riding the legendary KX500 but never had the chance, this is your moment. And for veterans who remember its explosive power, the modern version offers everything you loved, plus the technology to help you tame it. This isn't just a comeback, it's the rebirth of a king. Stay tuned to Auto Show for more updates on Kawasaki's 2026 lineup, and let us know in the comments, would you dare to throw a leg over the new KX500, or is it simply too much machine for you?